Hello and welcome to the Sports Update. Masks are officially off for NHS athletes and athletes around the state. Late last week, the MIAA voted to remain consistent with DESE's mask-required update. Beginning February 28th, the MIAA mask-wearing protocols will end, and moving forward, the sports will adhere to host school and venue-specific restrictions. Last weekend, the wrestling team competed in a D3 Central Sectional Championships, and we had some great performances. Coleman Cady won the 138-pound weight class, and Nate Sue won the 145-pound weight class. Rounding out the rest of the team, TJ Wyman placed 4th in the 220 pounds, Tim Lee 5th in 126 pounds, Jaquise McIvory 5th in the 152-pound, and Ahmed Alalfari 5th in the 195-pound weight class. Great job by all the guys, and a huge congrats to Coleman and Nate on being D3 sectional champions. Wednesday, the track team made the trip to the Reggie Lewis Center for the D3 State Championships. Norwood had 8 representatives over 12 events. Isaiah Groupie led the way for the Mustangs with a 4th place finish in the 300. Jacob Zhang ran a PR of 8.28 seconds and placed 5th in the 55. Matt Alves finished 6th in the shot put, and Tina Fontaine finished 8th in the 55. Congrats to the boys and girls track athletes on an outstanding year. Earlier this week, the Massachusetts High School gymnastics coaches picked the all-around qualifiers for next Monday's state individual championships, and the Mustangs had 2 gymnasts qualify. Freshman Shay Larkey qualified 2nd overall in the South Division with a score of 37.76, which was less than a half a point behind the top qualifier. Senior captain Marion Pastor qualified 12th in the South with a score of 36.45. Pastor was less than 2 points off the lead. Great work, girls, and good luck in the championships. It was a tough week for the girls' ice hockey team, dropping 2 out of 3 games. First came at the hands of Medway Ashland in a 6-0 loss, and then a 3-1 loss to King Philip. The lone win of the week was a scoring explosion in a 7-4 win over Franklin. The girls were led by a hat trick from Morgan Roach. Boys hockey had 2 convincing wins this week. Saturday, the Mustangs took care of business against Medfield, winning 6-1. They were led by a 2-goal performance by Miles Kidd, and Anthony Riccardi netted his first varsity goal. With that win, they earned the TVL large title. Then, later in the week, they hit the road to Loring Arena to take on Holliston. The boys scored on the first shift of the game and never looked back, winning 6-1. Brian Mateer had a hat trick in the win. Boys basketball held the senior night last Friday, and what a game it was. It was back and forth for most of the game until Norwood found themselves down 3 points with under a minute. After a few missed free throws by Medfield, Norwood had the opportunity to tie the game in the final moments. Let's take a listen to the call.
Go pull up for a 3, hope to get fouled.
Shoot it, shoot it.
Oh!
That was no one
Get
but
back,
that right
get
there.
back!
We had the opportunity to catch up with Coach McDonald and Noah Bodette after the game.
Yeah, just battle of 2 really good teams. We knew they were coming in ready to take it at us. They're very talented, very big. They're well coached, so we had to match their intensity. And senior night, you never know how emotions are going to go with our guys, but we're just so happy to get the win for them. I thought every time they went on a little run, we were able to combat it with our own little run, which was nice, and just some big plays at the end. I mean, Noah Bodette is ridiculous, and I'm gonna pretend that I drew it up like that, but I absolutely did not. So just a lot of credit to him, and finding the bottom of the net no matter what we draw up he's incredible.
We knew it was a tough team. Last time we only won by 2, so coming into it, we know we had to be focused. It's senior night, so they want to beat us really bad. So they're a big team, so we had to play big because we're smaller, and we just were the tougher team than it.
With the win over Medfield, the boys basketball team also clinched the TVL large. The boys followed the huge win with 2 more wins in a back-to-back against Holliston, the first being 56-31 and the second being 80-26 win. And finally, the girls basketball team almost had its first blemish of the year at the hands of Medfield, but the girls stayed resilient and snuck out the 44-41 win. With that win, they were the 3rd team to clinch the TVL large title. Then it was back home against Hopkinton, where the girls came away with a 64-40 win. And in their final home game of the season, the girls hosted senior night and took care of Holliston. The team honored their 7 seniors on the roster, and they ended up winning by a score of 66-24. We will end this week's sports update with an update on the state power rankings. These were the rankings released as of Thursday. Girls hockey drops another spot, moving from 10 to 11. Boys hockey stays put, sitting at number 6. Boys basketball moves up one spot, moving from number 7 to now number 6. And girls basketball remains at the top, sitting at number 1 in Division 2. Well, that's all for sports this week. Make sure to watch the Bulletin Board channel or check out our social media pages for upcoming broadcast times.